Welcome to Trawsfynydd. We're here in the Trawsfynydd ILW store. It's been a really exciting year at Trawsfynydd with all the major programmes in full swing on site now. The integrated team that we have on site, involving site personnel, strategic programmes and the supply chain, have delivered a significant amount of hazard reduction work this year. The store that we're standing in already has 73 packages of encapsulated sludge and fuel element debris in it, and the stillages you see behind me will be used to store the resin drums, 1,800 of which have already been encapsulated, a further 200 to do over the coming 12 months.
One of the most important projects we've been running this year at Trawsfynydd is the clearance of the resin vaults. There's 3 resin vaults at Traws, 1, 2 and 3. The first resin vault has been cleaned and handed over to Plant and Structures now, and that's the first anywhere in the Magnox fleet, which is a fantastic result for us. Resin Vault 2 and Resin Vault 3, we're now in the process of retrieving the bulk and then into the residual resins left in the tank, and it's worth saying, I think a big part of that project has been getting the resin solidification plant back up and running by the operations and maintenance departments at Trawsfynydd. A fantastic team effort between the programme and the operators on the site, and without that good teamwork, this wouldn't have happened as quickly as it has done. One of the most significant projects this year from a safety and environmental point of view has been the clearance of Ponds North Void. This has been a particularly difficult job over the years, and it's very pleasing to say that so far we've applied our new technology, that's the rotary deployment arm, to gain access to the vault, washing down the vault and retrieving the solids into the baskets. The liquor has been pumped out of the vault, and that will allow the ponds team to come along after us and start scabbling parts of the North Corridor. So far that's going extremely well, and due to hit the milestones at the end of March. Over the past year we've put a number of new packages into the ILW store at Trawsfynydd, and the ongoing works now are to start to retrieve the sludge from the main sludge vault and package that through the ILW solidification plant. Those packages will be going into the store as well over the next 12 months. But a good piece of work so far.
The Trawsfynydd and the FED project are all getting ready in 2013 to take FED out of the vaults, and to do that all the major civil works involve getting brocks to site, which are now delivered, and also opening up the top of the vault so the brock can operate and retrieve the FED. And as well as delivering to plan, the project team is actually gaining schedule now to get that work completed. So I'm confident, right on time in 2013, we'll be pulling FED out of the vaults at Trawsfynydd. A key element to Trawsfynydd's approach to FED is to encapsulate the FED as it's an inland site and store it safely in the ILW store. The project has done a lot of work to succeed down that route. They've placed contracts, they have the transport arrangements, and also now working on the encapsulation plant. So all's coming together to deliver that plant operational in 2013.
There's been great progress at Traws this year, and an awful lot of learning actually to take into the rest of the programme. The big thing with Traws is that it is our most advanced site in terms of decontaminating the pond. We've spent a fair amount of time scabbling concrete from the walls of the pond with a view to trying to get down to a de minimis free releasable condition, thus enabling the pond to be breached and backfilled. The whole drive is to actually get us into a situation whereby we can agree with the regulators a viable care and maintenance entry condition, those things that may or may not be viable, and the whole issue of practicability. Where that drives us really is towards trying to agree what is practicable, what's not, and then we will feed that learning back into the rest of the programme in order to establish viable care and maintenance entry conditions for each of the other sites also. So actually the progress at Traws has been very, very good.
So it's been an exceptional year of delivery at Trawsfynydd. We have completed the capping roof works, which was intended to prevent the ingress of water onto the pile cap, a very significant piece of work. We have also carried out a number of strengthening work activities, including some external strengthening work using abseilers at heights I certainly wouldn't want to be working at. Deplanting work has continued within the reactor buildings, and we've completed the deplant of the BCD rooms, we've completed the asbestos strip of the obtuse bends, and we've completed the deplanting and the PBI on boiler box 3. We've also carried out inspections on the reactor pressure vessel, and that's now ready for final inspections and declaration that we're going to be going into safe store.
It's been a busy year for Trawsfynydd in the waste management area. They have managed to recycle 415 tonnes of steels and concrete from the site, and they've also opened up a new very low level waste route for the company, and they're the first site to use this. A lot of work's gone into it, and it's now been successfully opened, and we've moved 165 cubic metres of this material to a licensed processing site. So that's a great success for the company as a whole, and other sites are going to follow on using that in the near future.
Last thing really is it's great to be working at Trawsfynydd. There's a staff here that are really proud to be delivering the programme of what we've got here in a safe and compliant manner.